I would like to give a brief introduction on the ISO 9001-2015 standard, providing you with a few insights into what has changed so we can start to think about what you need to do to transit. This webinar will introduce you to NXSL, a new high-level structure of all ISO. Identify what is new to the standard and what has changed from ISO 9001-2008. Help you identify the potential implications for your organization as a result of changes to ISO 9001. Help you to plan for your organization's transition to ISO 9001-2015. Provide you with a useful reference guide for your transition journey. ISO 9001-2015 is officially published in September 2015. Organizations certified to ISO 9001-2008 will be given 3 years to transit over to the new standard. The implications for your organization are dependent upon your organization circumstances. Let's start with the NXSL. What is NXSL? NXSL is a structure for all new and revised ISO standards. It defines the framework for a generic management system. All new ISO management system standards will have to adhere to this framework, and all current management system standards will migrate at the next revision. Whilst the structure and terminology has changed, there is no requirement to use these terms or to follow the numbering or structure within your management system. The development of any new management system standard is guided by these 8 principles: market relevance, compatibility, topic coverage, flexibility, free trade, applicability, exclusions, and ease of use. As an ISO directive, the NXSL specifies that the structure of any management system standard shall include these 10 main clauses: scope, normative references, terms and definitions, context of the organization, leadership, planning, support, operation, performance evaluation, improvement. One day all standards will be built this way. Apart from the structure change to the ISO 9001-2015 standard, the update includes a strong emphasis on risk management. And now the risk-based approach. What is risk-based thinking? The concept of risk has always been implicit in the 9001 since the beginning. This revision makes it more explicit and builds it into the whole management system. Risk-based thinking is already part of the process approach and makes preventive action part of the routine. Risk is often thought of only in a negative sense. However, risk-based thinking can also help to identify opportunities for improvement and therefore consider to be the positive side of risk. How does risk relate to ISO 9001? The main objective of risk management are to provide confidence in the organization's ability to consistently provide customers with conforming goods and services, and ultimately to enhance customer satisfaction. The concept of risk is now embedded in the following section of the ISO 9001-2015. Context of the organization, leadership, planning, operation, performance evaluation. What are things to consider in your risk management process? Firstly, analyze and prioritize the risks and opportunities in your organization and determine what is acceptable, what is unacceptable. Next, plan actions to address the risk. The possible risk responses are mitigation, avoidance, transference, or acceptance of the risk identified. Implement the plan and check the effectiveness of the actions taken. Lastly, learn from the experience as part of continuing improvement. What are the other changes to the respective process for ISO 9001-2015? This is how the new structure for the quality management system looks like, which is primarily still based on the PPCS cycle. This is the new model for the ISO 9001:2015. You can see that the emphasis of this new model focuses on leadership as core of the management system structure. Now that you have an idea of this new structure, let's look at the details of the changes made to the respective clauses. Section 4 now focuses on the context of the organization, which include the understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties. So what is the context of the organization? The ISO 9000:2015 defines it as combination of internal and external issues that can have an effect on an organization's approach to developing and achieving its objectives. In Section 5, instead of focusing only on the role and responsibility of top management, the ISO 9001:2015 emphasized on the top management taking an active leading role. There is no substantial change to the role of the top management. However, it is worth noting that they are required to demonstrate leadership and commitment, link policy and objective to organization strategy and context, promote awareness of the process approach and risk-based thinking, ensure risks are determined and addressed, and be accountable for the effectiveness of the QMS and ensure it achieves its intended results. Under Section 6, when planning for the QMS, there is now requirement to determine the risks and opportunities that need to be addressed. For example, risks and opportunities that need to be addressed to give assurance that QMS can achieve its intended result. Enhance desirable effects. Prevent or reduce undesirable effects. Achieve improvement. Under Section 7, there is an additional requirement for the organization to determine the knowledge necessary for the operation of its processes to achieve conformity of products and service. Sources of knowledge include both internal and external. Examples of internal knowledge: lessons learned from failures in successful projects. Examples of external knowledge: gathering knowledge from customers or external providers. Under documented information, the terms documented procedure and record has been replaced with documented information. In use, this means that documented procedures are replaced by the requirement to maintain documented information, and records are replaced by the requirement to retain documented information. The nature and type of documented information that an organization needs to maintain or retain is dependent on the text and its operating environment. Requirements in Section 8 are basically a consolidation of requirements from Clause 7 and 8 of the ISO 9001:2008. Under Section 9, there are some minor changes to management review requirement with regards to the input and output to the management review. The changes to the input include external and internal issues, trend analysis, feedback from relevant interested parties, performance of external providers, effectiveness of action taken to address risks and opportunities. For management review output, is now more specifically on actions related to opportunities for improvement, any need for changes to the quality management system, resource needs. Generally, there's no significant change in Section 10. The highlight is the reclassification of preventive action and now incorporated under risk and opportunity requirement of the new standard. Now that the 9001:2015 has been published, organizations will be able to start planning for the transition to the new standard. Let's look at the implication of these changes to the organization. Let's look at the implication of NSSL. NSSL will help to facilitate management system standard integration, thereby delivering increased benefits and efficiencies while providing a more complete view of an organization, often spanning multiple sites, geographies, and supplies. As organizations begin to understand and appreciate the value of different management systems, all speaking a common language, it will be organizations and in turn their consumer, who stand to be the true beneficiaries. For implication to organization context, organization will need to determine the external and internal factors that are relevant to the purpose and that affect their ability to achieve the intended results of the management system. This may have implications for the design of management system and the alignment of strategy and structure within organizations. For leaderships, there are now more areas where top management need to demonstrate their direct involvement and engagement with the quality management system, such as ensuring integration of QMS requirements into the organizational business processes, taking accountability for the effectiveness of the QMS, promoting the use of the process approach, assuring the QMS achieves its intended results, supporting other relevant management roles to demonstrate the leadership. For implication on risk, organizations need to identify risks to ensure that policy and objective can be achieved. For significant risk measures need to be put in place to manage them. There is an extension of the current planning and preventive action requirement. This strengthens the need for organizations to look ahead so that the management system delivers for the future as well as the present. As for integration, the introduction of high-level common text and structure for all management system standards through the adoption of NXSL will help organizations using more than one standard to achieve a truly integrated management system. What do you do next? LRQA has created a range of new services to help you transition to the new ISO 9001-2015 standard. Information on services can be found on the website, or you can give us a call to find out more. Thank you.